Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast here from Grace to Growth. Today, I have a lot of guests, a different age group. We have our friends from Raffles yeah, Raffles Christian School, right?
Yeah.
Kelapa Gading, all right? So today, we're going to just chill. We're going to talk about things that happens in your age group. Hopefully we can minimize the gap. Hopefully we can understand each other a bit better. Yeah, this is their first time here, their first podcast ever in their life, maybe. So get it out there. Want to laugh. Okay, let's introduce my guests. Just go ahead, look at the camera. Yeah.
My name is Wesley. I'm 14 years old and I go to Raffles Christian School, Kelapa Gading. And on to him.
My name is Nicholas. I'm 15 years old and I also go to Raffles Christian School.
Hello, my name is Nathan. I'm 15 years old also and I'm from Raffles Christian School.
Hi, I'm Josh. I'm 13 and I also go to Raffles Christian School.
So my first question, I know that you all went to Christian school. Are you all Christians?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay, so since how old?
That's a good question.
Okay, since how old you were Christian? Are you born Christian or
Yeah, I'm born Christian.
born Christian?
Born
Born Christian.
Born Christian. Okay, so we don't have we can skip the question about the converts part okay, that we prepared. So every one of you are born Christian. So since young, I take it that you all went to Sunday school or kids church.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunday school.
I went Sunday church for a while and then I stopped.
Stop. Okay. So
Yeah, I went Sunday school, youth, all that stuff.
okay, good. Reason why I asked that question is I want to get to know. I'm pretty sure you guys also have the subject in school as well, right?
CWS.
Christianity,
yeah,
all right.
CWS.
So you know about the stories in the Bible, right? If you want to pick a character, someone in the Bible from the Old Testament, okay, who do you think fit you best, or you want? It's like your hero or a figure that you want to be. Okay, anyone?
I mean, like, there are a lot of good ones.
Of
but,
course.
I think the one that best represents me is probably myself, Nathan.
Okay. All right. How about yourself?
Maybe David.
David. Yeah.
Yeah, same as him.
David. All right.
I would say Joshua.
Joshua. Okay. So, reason why I ask these questions is like, at least we know our Bibles. Yeah. You know that everyone in the characters that you just picked just now have a good quality, right? But you have to remember that everyone, every single one of them in some way fall short as well. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, God loves them. They all are a man of God. And that's what we want to talk about. And hopefully those image will stay. The person that you look up to in the Bible stay well and good. And, as we go along. Okay. So what are your family background? Now we know that every one of you are born Christian. So what I mean is we come from different traditions, different culture, and we have our maybe your parents are Christian, but maybe your grandparents are not Christians. So, and then, or your relatives, you still celebrates different traditions, right? Like we come from different culture. We all do that, right?
Yeah.
So how do you see that? Like from your standpoint view, like how do you feel? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so first I would like to say both my parents are Christian, but my mom, when she was a kid, she was really forced by my grandma to really do all the Christian stuff, and
Okay.
that led her to like not she's still Christian, but she doesn't really go to church anymore because she feels like, oh, like back then I was really forced so hard, and she didn't really feel comfortable anymore.
Yeah.
And for
Okay.
my dad, he's I'm not even sure if he's Christian anymore because he heard a lot of cases of the church pastor being corrupt and very, like they're all just they just want money, and there were like some really bad cases.
Yeah, of course.
So he doesn't believe in going to church anymore. He thinks that just staying at home and praising God in his own way is the way.
Okay.
But
Fair.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Well,
You yourself? Okay.
Okay, so
How
for
about
me, my parents, especially my mom, wasn't raised up as a Christian.
Okay. Yeah.
So in her family, they are like very strong in the Hinduism religion.
Yes, that's right.
So they really go prayers, I think twice a week,
Mhm.
every Friday.
Mhm.
And so there came to a point where she didn't really have the heart to go every Friday, and she didn't really feel the connection with that kind of God.
Mhm.
And then so she got invited by her friend, which was a Christian at that time.
Mhm.
And she was like, let's go church. So she used to, according to what I remember, she used to sneak out. Yeah, she used to sneak out a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, to Christian churches, and her
Yeah.
friend used to bring her.
Yeah.
And that's where my dad came along. Yeah.
So
So,
okay.
yeah.
So this is talking about when she was younger.
Yeah, when she was very young.
Yeah,
is that how they met?
No.
that's a different podcast. That's a different podcast. So you see, we have to understand where our background, unlike yourself, I know your parents a little bit better,
Yeah.
Wesley. So you fit into the next questions, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Go on.
So do you even feel like you have a choice? Born Christian, right? Do you feel like, is this the way to go? Or I'm okay with it? Or my parents have some expectation? How do you feel?
I don't really notice much about religion.
Okay.
So like, I guess I'm just okay with the flow. Any religion, it's okay as long as it makes sense. I'll
Mhm.
follow with it.
Okay. So like we know you from very young at the church.
8 years old, right?
Yeah. So like does your parents have some expectation of you?
Well, I don't think so. They've
No?
never set any
They
boundaries.
never boundaries like any like
But I
force
guess
you to
just
do
like-
anything
Well,
biblical.
biblical maybe. Biblical is some, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. All right. How about yourself?
Both my parents were Christian. I was
Mhm.
born Christian.
Mm-hmm.
I went to church and like Sunday school at a very young age.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like honestly, I feel like I have no other choice than to be a Christian.
Okay.
Honestly, all of my family, like all my immediate, even non-immediate, my cousins,
Mhm.
my uncles, they're all Christian. So
Yeah.
I feel like I don't really have a choice in not or like following or not following this religion. But
Okay.
since I have to follow this religion,
Mhm.
follow Christianity, well, what are the things to do than to embrace it?
Okay. So during your journey with since young, do you find it helpful?
The religion, the
Yeah,
Christianity.
Christianity.
Well, yeah, of course. Church has helped me even bond with my family members.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So that's you're lucky to feel that way. I was kind of a little bit afraid asking that question actually to him. I'm afraid he's gonna say I don't have a choice, and I want to explore other religions, other
Well,
faith.
wait, Josh. If you had a choice to switch religions, what would it be? Catholic.
Well, like Catholic and Christianity, it's still the same religion, just different denominations.
Mhm.
But what
But
religion
if-
would it be?
Honestly, if I had a choice, I still wouldn't.
Yeah.
Now I've grown into this. I've grown into Christianity.
All right. That's good that every one of you have, hold on to where you stand, and that make me easier to ask more questions rather than going a little bit, derail for other things. So do you mind sharing like what do you do at home? Like something Christian, like do you pray before your meal? Do you have like a gathering, like a sort of like a life group, like within your family discussing the Bible?
I used to have like live groups with my sisters
Mhm.
every Saturday, 7
Just
o'clock.
you and your sister?
And my parents, of course.
Okay, and your parents. Okay.
But sometimes my grandma, who I don't think is Christian, I think she's like Buddhist or Hindu.
Okay.
Either those two.
Mm.
She also might come along and share her opinions about our our religion.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's well, it's normally advised to, for every family to have that bonding time to discuss about the faith as well. How about you? Do you have that at home?
Usually I just let out all my emotion and thoughts at night before I sleep. So I pray to God.
Oh, just for yourself.
Um,
To yourself.
no, of course I
when
pray
you pray-
for the people who love me and everything.
Oh, no, what I mean is like you don't have that interaction from with another person.
Oh, at home?
Like at home.
Not really.
Not really. Okay. Okay. So that's why I was just, do you have that at home?
Well, of course. Wait, actually, not like in that way, but not like we have the like that talk about
Mhm,
Christianity, but like on Saturdays and stuff. But like at the end of our Sunday church or Sunday school, we always like to talk about what we learned there, what we learned in the church or the Sunday school.
Oh, that's good.
And other than that, yeah, of course, we also pray before different meals. But it really depends if we pray together or pray alone. Because
Pray alone.
sometimes maybe there's a fight, or maybe it's just that we don't feel like praying together. Sometimes we want to pray ourselves.
Okay. How about Nathan?
I mean, like me and my family, we try to make a routine
Uh-huh.
where before we sleep, we come together as a family in the bed
Mhm.
and we all pray together.
Yeah.
Maybe worship a little bit.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and then so usually like him,
Mhm.
After church, my mom particularly likes to ask, like, what did you learn today in youth,
Okay.
or what did you learn in like to my little brothers
Yeah.
in Sunday school,
Mhm.
and so we just grasp all that thoughts, and
Yeah.
my mom likes to elaborate more of it, and so we all really learn a lesson.
Oh, that's wonderful. Wesley,
Well,
just do you still do that with your family, like your
sometimes
sister?
actually.
Sometimes.
Sometimes if they do come back.
They come back. Yeah. Well, you guys are lucky when you have that. I mean, like, I try to do it at least once a week with my kids, but because one of my elder child is already studying abroad.
Terrence?
Yeah, so I cannot do that as often. But I try to do it with my younger child to do like once in a while. We try to do it once a week. I mean, it's really helpful. I mean, like from my standpoint of view as a parent, to know how my kids understand the Bible and elaborate and being able to communicate and answer his questions, maybe if he have some questions, right? Like, how do you guys, like when you go through the Bible, when you have questions, where do you normally turn to? Who do you normally turn to? Yeah,
Go
go
on.
Um, so of course I pray about it, but
Mhm.
prayer, like you have to wait, of course,
Mhm.
for an answer. So I have a friend,
Mhm.
is my close friend. He's also he's very religious, you can say,
Mhm.
and like he really truly believes that Jesus is the way and everything. So I would ask him, and if he doesn't know, yeah, Uda, of course.
Okay. You don't go to your teachers, maybe, or do you go to church, by the way?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
and ask your like pastors. Not close enough to ask questions.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? I mean, like sometimes it's just hard to open up if you don't feel comfortable.
I think I have one though in
Yeah.
like another church.
Another church, yeah. Well, as long as you have someone to, you know, answer your question. I mean, like if it's in the family, it's good. As you grow up, right? I mean, like you guys are 15 years old. This is the age where you have to determine who you are, you know, to identify who you are. And being a Christian, is it difficult? I mean, luckily you guys are, you know, in a Christian school. I don't know if all your friends are Christians, even though you are in Christian schools. That I cannot answer. I don't know. But do you find it difficult?
I feel like it depends on the country. Even though Indonesia is a Muslim country, they're still very welcoming to many religions. You know, like an example is Nigeria. There's a lot of massacre of Christians there. So
Feel more oppressed, yeah?
yeah, but right now in Indonesia, I feel free.
You feel free, yeah?
Yeah,
No,
But they
no.
used to have like religion clashes, no?
yeah. But the time I'm in, it's
Well,
okay.
yeah.
But well, this is talking about like to social. What I mean is a little bit more like morally, you know? Like, okay, let's get it out there. As you grow up, you want to explore many things. And of course, your parents, your religion set boundary for like to behave in certain way, right? But sometimes that goes against your peers, you know, social pressures, you know, like for example, okay, you didn't study enough. Will you cheat? You know, things like that. Do you find it being a Christian at your age right now? There is some difficulty navigating when you have to declare that you are a Christian.
I think
Okay.
it can be in like different aspects though.
Yeah.
It's different people, different aspects. Like
Point of
can be
views.
comments,
Mhm.
the cheating,
Mhm.
or it can be like the worldly temptations.
Yeah, the worldly
like maybe
temptations, like-
drinking and stuff.
Drinking, pornography, you know, or even the simplest one, not taking care of your own body. You didn't sleep enough. Okay. Parent asked you to sleep early, finish your study, but you stay until like, you know, past 12 o'clock, you know, watching the YouTube or the social media or whatnot, or playing games, you know, things like that. Do you have that kind of like feel like, oh, I'm doing something wrong? Does being a Christian remind you of that?
For me personally, it's on different things.
Okay.
No, for me personally,
Mm.
I feel that on small things, for example, like watching YouTube, like what you said, until 12 o'clock.
Mhm.
In my opinion, I feel like that's a small thing, and we shouldn't really put it into consideration. But
Mhm.
into like big things where, for example, you know your friend has done something wrong, for example, and then you're like, and then instead of maybe not reporting, but instead of like when someone's asking you, did they do it?
Mhm.
Like you know you have to say the truth, but
Mhm.
sometimes your friends pressure you to lie.
Yeah.
As well, right?
Yeah.
So in those kind of scenarios, it's really serious.
Mhm.
It's not YouTube past 12 o'clock anymore. So, like, yeah, I mean, we as Christians, we need to remain faithful,
Mhm.
and we need to remain honest
Mhm.
as Christians. So, yeah, as what Nicholas said, I think in small things,
Mhm.
we shouldn't take into consideration, but in big things, we should remain honest and remain in our Christ values.
Okay. That's good. Good. Because the moral value of being a Christian, right? Like we ought to like say love, our like you ought to have someone that you don't like, but we have to learn how to love everyone just like as Jesus did. And then we have to stay like we have that heart to worship God, and then to stay kindness, the moral value of a Christian, like being like humility, honesty, right? And then generosity, and then practice what you preach, and then of course happiness, being joyful, being the ambassador of peace, right? And you have that integrity, like you said, that integrity. And of course, the last one, patience. You don't always pray and then you get the answers right away. Right? Those are like the moral value of being a Christian. Is it easy for you guys to live up to that?
It's quite difficult, actually.
Okay. How?
Well, patience as in like what situation?
Anything. Like how you find it difficult.
Well, like for me, I really want to like be straightforward. Like I don't want to wait. So I really want the answer right straight away. So I can't be patient. So
okay,
I try to force them to answer.
Oh, you need answers right away.
Yeah, because it's just gonna be stuck in my head for a long time.
What if, for example, you pray for something and then it's not yet fulfilled?
Well,
will you be angry at God or not?
Well, not really. Yeah, that's a different thing.
That's a different
That's
thing.
a different
Okay,
thing.
that's to another person.
Yeah,
What you
to
mean?
another
Okay.
person, yeah.
All right. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about patience
Okay.
also. So back then, I would avoid praying because I felt like the answer that I want will take way too long. But after a while, I've learned to really wait, and the wait's really worth it in the end.
Okay.
You just have to really be patient and have faith that God will fulfill your prayers.
Okay.
Can you say an example?
It really can be anything. You can ask for like, Lord, I'm confused about this. And you really have to be patient and you have to believe that He will give you a sign eventually. Because if you're not going to believe, eventually, without even realizing, you've skipped it. Like Lord has already given you the answer, but you just
Let it go.
Yeah, you didn't. Since you've basically forgot about it, well, you won't see His blessings.
Yeah, that's good. Let's go a little bit more easier to answers, all right? Like, we are talking about more like issues that are like anxiety, depression. Any of you guys encounter that?
Anxiety, I guess, during matches,
Stress.
exam.
Yeah. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, does being a Christian help you to overcome that stress, anxiety,
Okay.
depression?
Okay.
I'll answer that.
Mm.
So I like to refer back like all my struggles to just one thing and one thing only, just praying. So whenever I feel like I'm struggling, for example, when I'm maybe playing a football match, for example, like that, or when I don't get good grades, I just always go back to praying. And when I pray, I tend to see good results in them. So like I tend to believe in God's way and God's will. So yeah, I just refer back to praying all the time.
That's good. That's the best answer. But how about everyone else?
Well,
Do you feel that way as well? I mean, like this is something that everyone goes through. Not just teenagers like yourself, but this is even for adults, right? I mean, like anxiety, depression, stress in anything. Praying is good. Yeah.
I think the thing is, after you pray to God about something, you shouldn't really worry about it anymore, because if you worry, it's basically saying that you're doubting God
Yeah.
and you're not trusting that
Yeah.
He will deliver it for you.
The reliance on God and the trust in God is easy to say, hard to do. But if you guys at your age now, not confused and able to do what you just said, that is wonderful. That's wonderful. How about yourself? You find it that was the same?
What was the question
The
again?
anxiety, the stress, and the depression. Like, I mean, will you be able to overcome, like your friends say that praying actually helps?
When I have problems like that, yeah, I usually pray. Sometimes I go to my parents because they're my closest thing to helping me about the Bible, about God, or about like the spiritual stuff.
Okay.
When these problems come, when let's say stress, like for me particularly during the my Cambridge checkpoint for primary, I got really stressed, and what I did, I always went to my mother or
Look at the camera.
video called my
Look at your friend. It's
father
okay. Yeah.
regarding these problems because they're my helpers. They know what they're like. They're like my closest things to my pastors. I don't talk to my pastors
Okay.
or like my Sunday school teachers, but they help me spiritually. They tell me what to do, how to deal with this problem. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Not everyone have that, but that's good. Like I would say the same. I'm at my age. I still get a lot of help from my wife's mother. Yeah. She is like a very like your parents, a religious sort of like people that helps you in terms of faith, other like pastors. Yeah. So I have my wife's mom who always pray for our family, pray for everyone in the family. So when we have questions, yeah, it's good to have like someone, a senior in your house to talk to, or you have a friend that you can talk to, or you can also talk to your teachers or your worship leader or whoever in church that you find comfortable talking to, right? That's good. That's I didn't realize it's very easy for you guys to feel that way. So that's good.